Hello and welcome to the Beauty Know-It-All. Today I thought I'd talk about my regime and how I layer my products, because I'm a huge fan of layering products. I always have been. I would rather lay on 2 or 3 lightweight serums than put on one seriously heavy cream or oil. So I did a piece about The Ordinary and this incredible high street skincare brand that is just grabbing everybody's attention at the moment. And the most common question I had asked, apart from which products to buy because they're also reasonably priced, everybody wants to buy lots, is how do you use them? How do you layer them up? So I'm going to include some Ordinary products that I'm using at the moment, but also generally put them in the context of the rest of my skincare regime. And I want to show you how it's really, don't overthink it, it's really easy to layer up products to get the best from them. And that as long as you follow some simple rules, you're not going to get one to counteract the other or cancel out the other. So let's start, okay? The simple thing, the best rule is water always comes before oil. And so you start with skim waters. Now generally I don't use a lot of skim waters. I don't really follow that sort of Korean multi-step. I don't have the time or energy or effort, but I do always put my serum straight on top of damp skin. So if you have dried your skin, say for example at night you dry your skin off with a towel and you feel it's a little bit dry and you want to put some water and you want to trap it into your skin, start with the skim water. Now here are 2 skim waters I've used recently. This is Immunocology Vital Ionic Mist, which has a French clay extract in it, and I was using it because I had a little bit of irritation when I put the central heating on. So that's, start with the water. That's a spray. That's what I use during the day, and then at night I would use an AHA or BHA lotion. So that always comes first. If it sounds like that and it feels like a water, step 1. Step 2 is a serum. Now, serums come in lots of different formulations, and my simple rule is if a serum is clear, it will have a tendency to have less hydrators, less moisturizers, less oil in it, because some serums are oil-water hybrids. So let's start with 3 serums I'm using. And I would put them straight on top of the waters, wouldn't even think twice about it, few droppers, start layering them on. I'm using a lot of BioEffect EGF serum at the moment, which is actually quite a hydrating serum. And often at night and during the day, I found that's enough on my skin. I've got sort of combination skin, but that is the serum I've been using a lot recently. Also 2 serums from The Ordinary. I've been using a lot of their hyaluronic acid serum, which tightens as it dries. If any of you have watched a lot of my vlogs, you'd know that I'm a huge fan of the Dr. Sabag hyaluronic acid serum. Well, this has the same effect. It's a 2%, you put it on your skin and it sort of goes and tightens as it dries, which is brilliant for under here and around here. Now, if you put anything on top of that, you put a moisturizer or you put an oil on top of it, that effect will lessen slightly, so you'll get less of a tightening effect. But under here, for example, where you might not put a cream on afterwards, or if you pat it around the eye and you avoid putting moisturizer close to the eye, even over the eyelid, this one, it really does tighten well. It's a clever little serum, that one. And then at night, I've been using the retinol serum, which I really like. That's a thicker consistency, and you can tell it's slightly cloudy. So this is my rule, okay, water before oil, and go from the clearest product to the most opaque product, because that's a sign it's got oils in it. Working my way across, let's have a look at some serums that I'm using that are more opaque. There's a perfect example, if I'm going to keep on layering products. Next would come the hydrating serums. If they're opaque, they tend to have a mix of oil and water in them, and that is SkinCeuticals Metacell. And then I've also got Neostrata Dermal Replenishment, which it says intensively hydrates. There you go, there are 2 more. Another one here that I use, that's my Intense Defense Serum from Epionce, which I've often used. In the summer I can use that on its own. In fact, these hydrating serums that are slightly more opaque, you can actually use as a 1-step in the summer. And then finally, sorry, they're falling over there, you start putting on your creams if you want to. I'm using quite a lot of this at the moment. This is SkinCeuticals Triple Lipid Repair, which is just a classic, really ceramide rich, gorgeous moisturiser. My skin's quite dry at the moment. I've been flying quite a lot. We're coming into winter, the air conditioning's on, the central heating is on, sorry, I don't live in America, I don't have air conditioning. And at night I'm using a lot of the Resist Paula's Choice Intense Repair Cream. If it says cream, it comes last. There's only one step further. Now, most of you will know I'm not a great fan of oils. I don't use a lot of oils. I'm of the school of thought that a lot of oils tend to cause your skin to stop its natural sebum production. But if you have very dry skin, or if I'm flying, or if my skin suddenly goes through an increased sort of peeling effect from maybe using retinols and I literally just want to slather it all back down and hydrate it, the oil comes next. This is one of my favorites. It's Institute Essiderm Intensive Vitamin A oil. So oil comes last. Does that make sense? Waters, clear serums, slightly opaque serums, creams, oils. That's the way you layer them up. Other simple things to remember when you're doing your regime morning to night is retinols and vitamin C should always come at night. They are both vitamins. Obviously retinol is a derivative of vitamin A. They are both light and oxygen sensitive, so you put them on during the day, they will oxidize in the daylight. Not that there's a lot of daylight at the moment, and your skin won't get the benefit. So retinols, vitamin C at night. I'm using the ordinary vitamin C, the new one, which is sort of a gritty formulation because the vitamin C is in a powder, in squalene in a new tube, and I should have brought it with me, but actually it's by the side of my bed. And I've been putting that on super thick at night. And you would never wear that during the day anyway. I don't understand people that use oils during the day as well. That seems strange to me because you put your foundation on and it all starts sort of rolling and pilling off. So retinols, vitamin C at night. Everything else, peptides, B vitamins, zinc, hyaluronic acid, they're fine. They're totally stable. It's not going to be a problem during the day. Does that help? I really hope that helps and it hasn't become too confusing. I'm also going to put below the link to the ordinary regimen guide because I've been forwarding it to everybody, but it's sort of hidden away on the site and you can't really find it. But actually there's nothing on that list that is a surprise to anybody who knows how to layer up their products. Water first, then clear serums, then slightly opaque serums, then creams, then oils, and keep your vitamin C and your retinol at night. As simple as. And that will also tell you what my daytime and nighttime regime is, because actually, apart from the retinols and the vitamin C, I will layer up as much hyaluronic acid and peptides and zinc and niacinamide, vitamin B, vitamins on my skin as I possibly can, and then retinols and vitamin C at night. Now, I am only using the vitamin C every other night at the moment because it's hard to layer on so many things at night. So I'm using my retinol, maybe my retinol serum with a little bit of vitamin C on the top, but a lot of nights I'm just using my vitamin C and squalene at the moment. Now squalene, by the way, is a derivative of olive oil, so it's really rich, really nourishing on my skin. And actually where I'm most using it is down on here and onto my neck. There you go. Beauty Editor's Guide to how to layer up products. I really hope I've helped. Any questions, please ask below. It's really quite straightforward. Don't be frightened of your skincare. Feel free to layer it on as much as you want. Just follow these simple rules. Ask questions, subscribe, and that's the only way that we can all become the beauty know-it-all and make the most of our skin and the brilliant active ingredients that are out there now. That's me dropping my remote control. Thanks for watching.